So this is going to be the romantic compatibility between Leo and Sagittarius. So both Leo and Sagittarius are fire signs. So when you put fire and fire together, you get a lot of fire. You get intensity, you get passion, desire, high energy. There is, without a doubt, so much chemistry within this relationship. Sparks are flying everywhere. You're both really attracted to one another on the physical level. The only thing you have to watch out with two fire signs is that you're very prone to arguing with one another. So it's really more Aries that is more likely to pick the argument. So when it comes to Leo and Sag, they're not really ones to either pick a fight out of nothing, but when you're both feeling stressed, you're both feeling fired up, that passion will explode on one another, and there definitely be quite a bit of verbal arguing between one another. The good thing though about that is that as quick as you are to anger, you are just as quick to forgive. So as soon as you start fighting, the fight is basically already over. It's very come and go type of energy. Even though it is intense and you can get really angry with your partner, you just let it go right away. And the passion and the physical chemistry definitely makes up for it too when you are fighting with one another. So, and it is important that you two are physical together. And I'm not just talking about in the bedroom, I mean like working out together or going on nature walks, going on hikes, and even just like cleaning up your home together, just being physical together, because you guys both have a lot of high energy. So you can't let that just suppress, you have to release it in a healthy way, or else you two are just gonna tear each other apart otherwise. So Leo is a fixed sign, and Sagittarius is a mutable sign. So Leo is definitely more stubborn in this connection, whereas Sagittarius is a little bit more go with the flow. But both partners are pretty interested in commitment in that way, because Leo really likes to hold on to the relationship. Once the relationship has already been established, it does take a little while for the Leo to open up and feel like they can trust someone. But once that trust is established, Leo is really going to hold on to it. And Sagittarius is very determined to prove that they are trustworthy and that they can be trusted. So it definitely, even though they're both fire signs, since we're working with a fixed and mutable sign, it might take a little bit for the relationship to actually begin and to actually get off the ground. But once it does, it's very likely that it's going to keep going. It's very likely that you both want to continue putting in the work with one another. Whereas in contrast, Aries really likes to start relationships, and I'm bringing up Aries because that's also another fire sign. But Leo likes to continue relationships, and Sagittarius likes to keep the peace and keep it going. So when it comes to Leo and Sag, there is more of a long-term potential with one another. So when it comes to the planets, Leo is ruled by the sun, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, and Leo, the sun, being the star, which is even bigger. So this is like a big relationship. Like when Leo and Sag get together, they basically demand attention. They demand attention from one another, and they demand attention from everyone around them, their friends, their family. Like if they're together, everyone knows it. Like it's very hard to keep this relationship hush or low key or anything. This is like a very high key relationship, and some people might even say that their relationship is obnoxious because it's so like attention grabbing, and it just really catches your eye. But anyone who says that, anyone who judges this couple and it's like oh, they're being obnoxious, whatever, they're definitely just jealous. And when I say like a big type of energy. I mean, like, just when they're together, like, everyone feels their passion. Like, everyone knows they're together. They just can't hide it. This is the type of couple that might even wear, like, matching outfits or something ridiculous like that. Like, that is very Leo and Sagittarius type of thing. Like, matching outfits, matching whatever, matching hairstyles maybe. This is like the couple that like both of them would go out and dye their hair pink or something crazy like that. But they have a lot of fun together and they really don't care who judges them for it. So when it comes to the houses, Leo is ruled by the 5th house of children, and Sagittarius is ruled by the 9th house of travel and direction. So Leo definitely brings like this childish, like playful type of energy, whereas Sagittarius still has that youthfulness, but they're definitely a little bit more evolved or maybe mature than the Leo. So the Sagittarius is sort of like more likely to be like the caretaker in the relationship, where the Leo, on the other hand, would be the one who's more like taken care of. And the Leo just brings like this fun and exciting childish energy, and they really, the Leo appreciates how open-minded and accepting the Sagittarius is. And Sagittarius really likes how exciting the Leo is and how much fun they like to have. So yeah, overall it's just like a really fun and exciting relationship with one another. And also being ruled by the 5th house, Leo is adaptable to change, and Sagittarius likes traveling. They like to do things differently. So this is the type of relationship that they can go through many changes together. They can face many obstacles with one another and still survive. So the Leo is ruled by the lion, and the Sagittarius is ruled by the centaur. The centaur. That, yeah, I never say that right. But the centaur is basically a half man, half horse, a mythical type of animal. So when it comes to Leo the lion, they're very strong, but they don't know their own strength. They're super humble and they're super dignified too, and they like to choose the high road over the low road. And the Sagittarius is very like action oriented and action focused too. So the Leo definitely, even though they have so much to offer and so much strength, they can sort of lack confidence sometimes if they're not sure that they feel totally safe within a situation. So the Sagittarius is more likely to be the initiator and the one who takes control of the relationship, the leader of the relationship. Even though they are still very like open-minded and go with the flow, the Leo is more likely to be the follower. But neither is too like dominating. I don't know, it's very balanced type of energy, because just being fire signs, they're very action oriented, but at the same time Leo sort of has this cautiousness about them, and they like to take risks, but nothing like totally stupid. And same with the Sagittarius, like they like to explore, they like to try new things, but they also have a little bit more wisdom to them. So it's just like a really good balance. These are two people who like to try new things, but also keep a good head on their shoulders. Like, just don't do something like crazy stupid. Don't rush into something before they're not ready. So basically, there's so much passion between a Leo and Sagittarius. It might take a little bit for the relationship to pick up and get off the ground. Both parties might sort of hesitate when it comes to making the first move, but once this relationship has been established and once it's clear to one another that you're both interested in each other, it just moves so fast, like super fast. Like, you could just wake up one day and all of a sudden you're engaged or you're pregnant or something like that. Like, or maybe like you decide to move across the country with one another. I don't know. It's just like, it's like once it's going, it keeps on going. And kind of same thing when it comes to the bedroom. Like there's definitely strong attraction, but I feel like both signs do sort of like to wait a little bit. You know, they're not just gonna like rush into bed or anything. But once they do get into the bedroom with one another, they're really letting go. They're really trying all sorts of things. Like there's no holding back after that point. So yeah, that's really all I have. So thank you for watching. And remember, don't just look at your sun sign, check out your rising, your Venus, and your moon sign too.